Elton. Elton, are you seeing this? Bro, my heart just sank.
All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak, Wadash. We say double honors and give double honors to the apostles and bishop elders, a great millstone for teaching us this word in truth and sincerity and for ruling well. And salutations to my fellow Akim across the four corners of the globe, preaching and prophesying in the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Hey, I'm my brother Gabar Yahweh from GMS Hawaii, coming to you with another quick lesson. And it's inspired by this video that you see in front of you. So apparently, this video was supposed to be from Nevada, July 29, 2023, and that was yesterday. All right, and you saw the chariots, you saw a helicopter, and I don't think I played it long enough, but there's a fighter jet following these three chariots, and possibly four chariots that were flying in the sky. Okay, and like the brother, this is from, I think this is from the elder Daniel Allah's page, GMS News a month, right? Definitely subscribe to his page, and you'll be extremely edified by seeing different chariots of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, which is chariots of Israel flying over the earth. All right, and like the title says, things are about to get real out here. Exactly, you know. And then the brother Otis Yasher Allah posted on his page. It said it's over for the rulers of this world. You know, you got these Edomites, super elite Edomites, trying to establish a new world order, which basically is the same world order of the Edomite rulership, but they're trying to do it in discreetly, and what they want to ultimately do is enslave the Israelites and all the other nations that are upon this earth unto themselves, therefore carving out for themselves a technological blessing that was really taken away from them. And ultimately, the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Yahweh through his son, Yahweh Shai, is going to punish this world via the nuclear fire, via the chariots, via the destruction that's going to be here before both of those things actually come to fruition upon this earth in completion. And the Lord's going to use the chariots to punish you nations, man. You know, it's been a long time. You know, Esau was able to make these movies, write these books, you know, create this BS narrative about the operators of these chariots. But we know that the operators of these chariots are the angels, our brothers, the angels of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And in fact, Yahweh Shai uh, drove one of those chariots. One of the greatest chariots was the one that uh, was used to deliver us from Egypt via Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai through Moses. And you had that pillar by day, pillar of a cloud, or I'm sorry, a cloud by day, and a pillar of fire by night. Let me get that real quick. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 13, verse 21. And it says, And the Lord went before them the them are the Israelites. All right. And the Lord went before them by day in a pillar of a cloud to lead them the way, and by night in a pillar of fire to give them light to go by day and night. That's right, because you had during the time when we were walking out of Succoth, which you read the previous verse, it says in verse 20, all right, Exodus 13:20, and they took their journey from Succoth and encamped in Etham in the edge of the wilderness, right? And back then it was pitch black outside, man. There wasn't no street lights and lamps. So that chariot that Yahweh Shah was driving, all right, gave us a way through the night so that we can see until the day. And that chariot didn't leave us. It stayed with us even in the daytime as a cloud by day. All right. Yeah, yeah. Let me read it again. And Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, went before them by day in a pillar of a cloud to lead them the way, and by night in a pillar of fire, and to give them light to go by the day and night. All right. And that chariot was also used to strike down Pharaoh's army that was chasing after us. All right. Now the Lord's going to use these chariots that you see right in front of you. You can't doctor this up. You can't make this up. This is reality. And if let's say Esau try to put this together, right? Guess what? You're going to see him live and direct right in your face when Yahweh Shai comes back and takes this planet over, because it's his planet anyway, and takes his kingdom and rescues his people, the elect of Israel. Lord willing, will be some of those people. All right. But this is how the Lord is going to punish you nations, man. And he's going to punish America. He's going to punish you Edomites. This is Zechariah 5:1, the flying scroll. All right. Then I turned and lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. That's right, which is a chariot. And he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits. The breadth thereof is 10 cubits. Then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For every one that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side, according to it. And every one that sweareth shall be cut off as on that side, according to it. And I will bring it forth, saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Shai of hosts, because the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Shai, is the God of armies, man. And it shall enter into the house of the thief. Where are we at? We are in the house of the thief. Supposedly this is Nevada, 29th, 2023, right? And this is the house of the thief. How did Esau establish America? He stole it. How did Esau build up this kingdom that he has here, primarily America? He stole the Israelites and enslaved them from the northern and the southern kingdom, mainly from the southern kingdom, but nonetheless, he stole our people. So these chariots, they fly over the earth, and Esau tries to cover it up. Like recently, they had something where they claiming that they were speaking. They must have spoke to the House of Congress, and they had a panel, and the Edomites said that they have chariots that crashed to the earth, and they also got the beings that were in there, right? Yeah, Esau wished he could have that, but nonetheless, they had this, and they have to talk about it now because you can't hide it no more. Everybody got a camera phone. Everybody got their own personal camera, their own telescopes, and people are recording these things. The Lord putting the spirit on these people to record these things. And soon you're not just going to see it on a video, you're going to see it live and in person. And when you do, they're going to be doing one or two things, either saving the elect or giving everybody else the great Wappo Zappo, as Apostle Gabar coined. All right? Okay? So it says, then said he, verse 3, Zechariah 5:3, then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For every one that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side, according to it. And every one that sweareth shall be cut off on that side, according to it. Verse 4, and I will bring it forth, saith Yahweh Bashem Shai of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, and in the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name, you Edomites. And it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stone thereof, because the Lord is going to use these chariots that shoot concentrated lasers, fire out of them. He also going to have nuclear fire by way of the nuclear missiles descending on this place. All right. So destruction is coming, total destruction. The Lord is going to use total destruction by the chariots and the nuclear fire to destroy this place, man. All right. I'm gonna read this what it said in NLT, see what it said. It said, then said he unto me, this scroll contains the curse that is going out over the entire land. One side of the scroll says that those who steal will be banished from the land. Yep. And the other side says that those who swear falsely will be banished from the land. Yeah. And that's what's going to happen in America. You people are going to be banished from this land. You're going to be burnt the fuck up. So nobody's going to be living on this land. It's Isaiah, but guess what? Not only are these the chariots of the Most High, and they're going to bring destruction. They also a signal and sign for our salvation. It says what? When I look up, this is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 28. Luke, chapter 21, verse 28. Yep, Luke 21 and 28. Okay, and it says, and when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. That's right, man. So when we see these chariots being more visual, because these chariots are slowed down. They playing with Esau. You know, those helicopters and that fighter jet behind it, it wasn't escorting the chariots. They were following the chariots. But the chariots slowed themselves down. These things can move faster than the speed of light, faster than your eye on the earth, you know. But when we see these things, we look up, we understand that what our salvation draweth nigh. All right. They don't scare us. We're not scared. You know, we know who's operating them. And we know what spirit they come in. The spirit of Yahweh Bashmi Shai, and those that are operating it are the angels, which are our brothers. All right. And they're going to do damage to you, along with our big brother Yahweh Shai, our Lord and Savior. Okay. The Lord said, so again, this is for us is peace, but for the devil is not. Verse Isaiah 45 and 5. And Yahweh Bashar shall we create upon every dwelling place of Mount Zion and upon her assemblies a cloud and a smoke by day and a shining flame and fire by night. The same thing that he did for us in Exodus, he's going to do for us when our kingdom is established on this earth. Okay, over every dwelling place, over every house is going to be a chariot. And it says, for upon all the glory shall be a defense, right? So we're not going to need an iron dome when we get home. Salakia. All right, yeah. So again, that what I was saying was, Salakia, hey, the brother Kahan Allah just got to the spot. So, hey.
Hey, Shalom, Akim, Yahweh Bashim Ashah, Bashim Kavadash Bakatam.
Khan. So it's a blessing, man. The Lord brought us together real quick to finish up this lesson. Where was I at? So again, these chariots that you see, they're going to be here for one or two reasons. One, either they destroying or they saving the children of Israel. And they're going to be a protection for our people when our kingdom is established. So again, Isaiah 44 and 5, the Lord will create upon every dwelling place of Mount Zion and upon her assembly a cloud and a smoke by day and a shining of a flaming fire by night. For upon all the glory shall be upon all the glory shall be a defense. So again, so we're not going to need uh no iron dome like they got in Israel today, the state of Israel today. We're not going to need no missile defense system. We're not going to need no anti-aircraft missile protection. Okay, we're going to have these chariots that you see flying right here. They're going to be littering our skies, man. All right, and they're going to be over every Israelite home. All right, over every dwelling place. Okay, they're going to be a protection for us, and they're protecting us now. The hopeful elect. You see the helicopter in the distance. You see the three chariots flying close too. And it's supposed to be July 29th, 2023. Right? And it's 1, 2, 3, and I think it's another one behind it that's not a disc shape. But this is going to be our protection. Unlike Esau uses these fighter jets and these helicopters for his protection. You know, dropping missiles and missiles on bombs on people. All right. So again, it's going to be what? A protection over the dwelling place of our a defense. Let me read that in the NLT, see what it says. And you can jump anytime you want, brother. It says, the Lord will provide shade for Mount Zion and all who assemble them. He will provide a canopy of a cloud during the day and a smoke of flaming fire at night, covering the glorious land. So we're going to have chariots all over. That's going to be our defense system. Not that you nations going to mount up any type of offense against us, you know.
I don't know if you brought this Luke 21 and 28.
Oh, bring it out here.
So this Luke 20, 21 and verse 28. It says, and when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh.
And that's the spirit. Yep, go ahead, man.
Yeah, and if you read, from the 25th verse, it tells you that that there's gonna be, signs in the moon and in the sun, and destruction of nations upon the earth, which is what the build up for the end time judgment,
Yep.
and then it tells us that on verse 27. Well, let me read it from the 25th. Luke 21 and 25th. It says, and then there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring, men's hearts failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken.
Yeah, these nations, when they see these blood moons, these Satanists, they use them as ritual days. But when they see the moon go a certain color, they see the sun get eclipsed. Okay, they see different signs in heaven, they getting scared because they know that the end is coming for them. The end of this whole kingdom, this Edomite kingdom, is near at hand. All right, go ahead.
Verse 27, it says, and then shall they see the Son of Man coming in in a cloud with power and great glory.
And it's not talking about no cumulus cloud, all right? No nimbus. It's talking about a chariot, a huge chariot that we can't even describe the length or weight thereof. All right, but he's going to be standing on top of it. All right, and that's again the super elite. They know that the Lord is coming. They know that the apostles and the bishop, elders, and the brothers on down. They know that the hopeful, the elect is out here today proclaiming the Lord's word, and they know what time it is. That's why Esau creates these narratives about big head aliens. I saw a video. This time they had a meeting. This is a video from a meeting with an alien. It's a dark room. They got some big ass headed gray aliens with some big ass black eyes, man. Nah, brother. Nah, brother. Those ain't the operators of the chariots of the Most High. I don't know. Did you see that video of the UFO? They had at the House of the Congress. I'll look it up, brother. So like I'm up here studying. Got this. Me and a brother just looked this up just now. We had a UFO hearing on the 24th of this month, and then yesterday, the 29th, this is supposed to have happened. All right. Now we're not saying Esau don't use his projects, his wickedness to try to drum up fear with people, but we know that these are real too. All right. And the reason why they bringing it out because they can't hide it no more. And then I was telling the brother, the priest, I was like, yo, they not wasting no money to just having no big ass hearing about some fake bullshit. That ain't happening. Now they just trying to control the narrative.
Movies made about his story over the last 6 years. And again, Congress pulls him in and he tells the same story. Ryan Graves, we've heard his story since, I believe, 2019. And documentaries made about his story, tons of media coverage on his story. He's brought in where he tells the same story. Dave Grush, who was, did a huge interview on News Nation and spilled the beans about aliens.
He's talking about a crash alien. David Grush story about crash alien UFOs was first published in June 5th, 2023. And there is no crash UFOs, bro. The chariots, these are not, they don't operate like this trash that Esau got in the earth. You got to fly on gas. You got to refuel. You can shoot something at it. Come on, bro. These are dish-shaped objects. They ain't got no propelling system at all. Quiet as a mouse. You know what I'm saying? They ain't leaving no chemtrails. They ain't leaving none of that. So how the hell you gonna blow something up or it's gonna crash? Or an angel was just driving. He was leaning too far in the chariot and he hit something. Hit a bump, and so then he fell. But this, Esau controlling the narrative. He's a liar, man.
Comes in and again offered nothing new. The big headline.
Yeah, they say they're not going to give you nothing new because they can't give you nothing new. We're giving you the new. We're giving you the truth. All right?
Nothing new. Well, let's talk about evidence because that's been the main thing that's been lacking.
Yeah, they don't have any evidence because there is no crash UFOs. There is no aliens that they grabbed up and choked up and let Will Smith punch out. That ain't happening, Jack. But this is the Esau. Well, go ahead, brother. Go ahead. We was reading.
No, yeah, and I was gonna say, Esau, the scriptures say that that the dragon and his angels were gonna fight
Yeah,
against the Lord and his angels,
yeah,
and Esau needs money for that. So how is he
yeah,
gonna acquire all this money? He got to put fear into the people to accept being taxed and all this shit to build up that money. Because really, Esau knows that whether he knows that it's the Lord or whether he knows it's a extraterrestrial force,
Oh, he knows it's the Lord.
he knows there's something there, so he wants to fight it. That's why he's preparing for it, and now he just has to deceive the people into one, give them money for weapons, and two, to join the forces to fight, man.
Yeah,
Because who's gonna pilot all these, airplanes and shoot the weapons? They need manpower for all that stuff, man.
yeah,
So this is part of that deception that Esau is gonna put forth amongst the people. But back in Luke 21 and 27, it says, "And then shall they see the Son of Man coming with a cloud with great power and great glory. And when they see these things, and when Salakia, and when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh."
right. Yeah,
Right, and that's when our redemption is gonna come nigh, because even though Jacob's trouble may be going on, we still don't know exactly when is gonna the deliverance is gonna happen. But when we see Yahweh Shai coming and the chariots, because it's gonna be more than just 3 or 4 chariots, man. It's
that's
gonna
right.
be an armada of
Yeah,
UFOs, so
that's right.
called.
That's right.
And that's when we're gonna know, like, yo, Yahweh Shai is right here coming for us, man.
Yeah,
So then we're gonna look up and call upon Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man, and hope and pray that we part of that number.
yeah,
And it's gonna be a terrible scene, man. Right now the chariots are just, you know, showing themselves peacefully.
hmm,
But when they come with Yahweh Shai, it's gonna be a whole nother story, man.
yeah. It's gonna be violent, man. The
That's
scripture
right.
said, "With us by violence, so that city be broken down," man. You
Right.
know, and Esau don't got nothing. No, ain't no bullet, ain't no missile, ain't no drone. None of that could defeat the powers of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. You
That's
know,
right.
and like the brother was saying, when all hell is breaking loose, look, we know that our redemption is gonna be right there at the door. You know, most Jake, they're not gonna have that hope. They go, oh my God, look at that. Oh my God. People are having heart attacks and shit. They're gonna see Yahweh Shai standing on a chariot, coming with the glory, with his glory. They're gonna be falling out, man. But we've been preaching about this since we woke up to the truth. We've been believing in this since we woke up to the truth. And even before that in our past lives, man. This is the day we've been looking for. This is not a day Esau is looking forward to. This is not something he's looking forward to. Most people, when they do see the chariot, oh, that's Project Bluebeam, oh, that's Elon Musk. Well, that's Muskie up there with them, with his internet, what you call them things, satellites. Nah, man, we're gonna know that that's Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. That's not an alien. It ain't an extraterrestrial. That's the chariot of the Most High. That's the Son of the Most High, Yahweh Shai. That's all you had on that.
Yeah.
It's second Ezra chapter 13, verse 5. And that you can break it down. And after this, I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men. Let me start up. Really, I'll start at the top. It is second Ezra chapter 13, verse 1. And it came to pass, after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night. And lo, there arose a wind from the sea that it moved all the waves thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him.
That's right. And that sea that it's talking about is the skies, man. Yahweh Shai is gonna come into this, realm through the chariots. I mean, with the chariots through the heavens, man. So you're gonna see him, like we mentioned before, with an armada of chariots, man, of U.F.0's, with the thousands of heaven. And when it says, and when he turned his countenance to look, all things tremble that were seen under him. Because unlike Project Bluebeam, Esau has a plan or whatever he's gonna do with the Bluebeam, but it's not to destroy his own kingdom.
No.
It's to send a message of like, listen to Esau, pretty much.
Yeah.
But the Lord is coming with another plan, which is to what? To destroy this kingdom, man. So when people see Yahweh shine that chariot with that all-stair look, people are gonna know like, yo, they're coming to fucking destroy this place.
Yeah.
And that's when people are gonna start, like the other mentioned, dropping dead, man, from heart attacks. People are gonna, in those days, we're gonna
Stroke
be
out.
in Jacob's trouble.
Yeah.
So people are gonna look into the skies and be like, oh shit, now we're fucked,
Yeah.
like that shit.
Yeah.
There's no hope.
Everything all happening at once. Like that movie they got, everything all happening at once. You're gonna have all hell breaking loose, famine, war breaking out. Because war gonna be already broke out. Slocky. Bro?
No, you were saying that everything's gonna be happening.
Oh yeah. Count the water, brother. Yeah, everything gonna be happening all at once. So you're gonna have famine breaking out, war, chaos in the streets, pestilence. You know, and then the chariots gonna come on top of that, and then the missiles coming behind that. So it's gonna be, that's everything happening at once. It's like that's like all these action and sci-fi movies and government movies all at once happening. So people gonna be really losing their mind. Then because they're gonna be like, look, all hell's breaking loose on the earth, so that means the economy collapsed, the money's jacked up, Third World War is breaking out, people are fucking starving. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, the chariots, they're like, oh, they fucked. People gonna be like, they're fucked. But the elect, this is what we hope for. Even when Jacob's trouble happened, this is what we hope for. And we know that ain't gonna be a period of a year or 3 years, 4 years. No, it's all gonna be happening fast. All this happening fast. The Lord bringing this to a close. He wrapping this shit up. You know what I'm saying? And then he gonna bring in that triumphant moment. Dun, 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 dun. Yahushua coming, man. And that's a wrap. Once there's no turning back. There's no turning back before that. But come on, bro. It's like, this is it. And that's something that people are not looking for. An angry black man, so-called black man, standing on top of a chariot with a heavenly host of angels. Okay, they're not hiding themselves. You see, and you gonna have demons on the earth, angel spirits of the Most High, showing themselves in the open. Teeth, wild animals that you ain't never seen before, with electricity coming out of their mouth. You know what I'm saying? Sharp ass talons and claws and shit. It's gonna be every movie, literally every movie you ever try to go see, happening in one day to people, man.
It's gonna be literally the worst case scenario for everybody outside of the truth. Man.
Yep, that's right. Everybody outside of the elect, man.
And the scriptures tell us that, it's gonna be like if you're fleeing from a lion, and then you meet a bear, and then you lean yourself against the wall and a serpent bit you. So literally anybody outside of this truth, man, is pretty much asked out. It's gonna be the worst case scenario, man. And then people don't like to they don't like to meditate on bad scenarios, I guess you would say. But man, if those type of things don't put the fear in the Lord upon you to repent and turn, to righteousness for forgiveness, man, then you deserve those things that are coming, man. You choose to ignore the fear of the Lord, guess what? He's gonna bring it upon you. That's why Proverbs, the first chapter says that he's gonna bring he's gonna mock when your fear cometh. Or when it comes as a whirlwind, roughly paraphrasing. So all the things that you fear in life, man, the Lord's gonna use it against you in those days. You know why? Because He had sent first and foremost Yahushua, His Son, to give you the message, and you gave up Yahushua to be killed by the Romans, man. And then He sent all the prophets, and what'd you do? You did the same thing. Mock, killed them. So in these last times, man, once the Lord shuts that door of mercy, there's no turning back. There's no more mercy. There's no more love for nobody, man.
That's right. Whereas Proverbs 1:26, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. Says verse 27, when your fear cometh as a desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish come upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but shall not find me.
Right, and in those days, all of you people that ignored, the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, you're gonna be thinking upon all those encounters, whether it be in person that you met the prophets out in the streets, or whether you clicked on a video and just scoffed and put comments and shit. You're gonna remember those things and say, damn, those men were speaking the truth about the Lord, and now you're pretty much asked out. You're gonna be bugging out, man. Just thinking on what the Lord's about to do to you, because these words that we're speaking, is the Heavenly Father that's putting His Spirit upon us, man. And it's in the book we're reading that the Lord's gonna mock when your fear cometh, man. when calamity, comes, when the things that you fear the most come upon you, which the Lord's gonna bring upon you, He's gonna laugh, man, and you're gonna know that we, Lord willing, will be part of the elect, that we're gonna be somewhere, or being delivered, laughing at you people's judgment, man.
Yeah, and the NLT it says, so I will laugh when you are in trouble. I will mock when disaster overtakes you. And y'all don't like that kind of God. Y'all don't like that kind of power because you've been told your whole life God loves everybody. He just wants you to prosper. He just wants you to overcome your haters. He told you that bullshit. You've been told that bullshit. But when disaster comes, it's always Satan. Oh, ain't nothing but Satan. When bad times come, ain't nothing but Satan. No, Most High said He create evil. He create good and dark. He create light and darkness. I, the Lord, do all these things, man. And He gonna use us to laugh through them. You ain't gonna see that. You're gonna hear a big laughter in the crowd. Like, no, it's gonna be brothers laughing like a motherfucker at y'all, telling you, I told y'all, dumbass. That's what the fuck you get. Huh? Yeah, that's what you get.
That's right.
That's exactly what you get. Going back in the second Esdras, chapter 13, verse 3, it says, and I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. In a Good News translation, all right, in a Good News translation, it says, verse 3, as I watched, the wind brought with it out of the sea what looked like a man, and he was flying on the clouds. And we ain't talking about the white clouds that we see out there. We're talking about chariots, man. And when he turned his face, everything he looked at began to tremble. Man, motherfuckers gonna be scared.
Yeah.
We're gonna be scared. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be praising him, but we're gonna be scared. Everybody gonna be scared. All right? Verse 4, man, it says, and wheresoever his voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it filleth the fire. Yep. And it says, and when he spoke, everyone who heard his voice melted like wax in a fire, because that's what the nuclear missiles going to be happening. Remember, everything happening at once, all at once. Y'all going to be melting. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be fucking melting, man. Verse 5, it says, and after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of the number from the four winds of heaven to subdue that man that came out of the sea. All right? And it says, but I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it. And in the GMT it says, in verse 5, I looked again and I saw the crowd too large to count. They were people gathered together from all parts of the world. So that, remember, World War III is happening at this time. So these going to be different fighter pilots and drone operators from all over the earth. China ain't going to be fighting America no more. Russia ain't going to be fighting America no more. They're going to try to join together and say, we got to fight against him. We got to throw it at him. It says, and I saw a crowd too large to count. They were people gathered together from all parts of the world to fight against the man who had come out of the sea. Then I watched the man carve out a high mountain and fly upon it. I tried to see the place of the region from which the mountain was carved, but I couldn't. Then I saw that all the people who had come together to make war against him were terrified, but they still prepared to fight him. So he's going to put the spirit on these different military men, these pilots, because you think these pilots that was following these chariots weren't scared? They were scared, but they under a strict rule. They can't talk about it. Those images ain't supposed to get out there like that. But that's another reason why this devil wants to curb the internet, right? Or call it a hoax. Remember, he got his Edomites. He got these three Edomites up here lying out of their mouth. He had these three so-called eyewitnesses, but they ain't give you no proof. Oh yeah, slide there. Yeah, these devils right here, they ain't give you no proof. They just look like a fucking liar, But we giving you the truth. We telling you everything that's going to happen before it happened, because we are seers of the Most High, of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, right? And so they're going to try to fight. They ain't gonna be able to do shit. They're gonna be so scared that they're gonna have to fight. You ain't got no choice but to fight. Hey, like Spence last night, man. He was in the ring. He had no chance but to fight. If he wasn't prepared, if he wasn't on time, If he was high like he looked, you know what I'm saying? Guess what? He had to keep fighting. And Bud put the beats on him. And Yahweh Shai is gonna put the beats on you Edomites, man. You're gonna look worse than Earl Spence. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, it says, then I saw all the people who had come together to make war against him were terrified, but they still prepared to fight him. When the man saw the great crowd advancing to attack him, he did not take up any weapons. The only thing I saw was what looked like a stream of fire coming out of his mouth. So those are like laser beams, man. You know what I'm saying? And he sent a flaming wind from his place and a storm of sparks from his tongue, the stream of fire and a flaming wind and a great storm combined. So it could be that fire coming out of the chariot. Or hey, I wouldn't be surprised if Yahweh Shai did it out of his mouth and just blew. You know, like that, you see that on movies all the time. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Burning them motherfuckers up. And it says, and he swept down. It says, so okay, and swept down on a crowd that was coming to attack him and burned them all up in a single moment. That crowd, too large to count, vanished, and there was nothing left but powdery ashes and the smell of smoke. I was shocked when I saw what happened. Right, man. And that's a Thanos moment, man. That's a straight up fuck Thanos. That's the Yahweh Shai moment, man. That's all you're gonna talk about. And you ain't gonna make no movies that don't compare to the reality of what really happened. We're gonna show you right there. You're gonna beat it.
That's right.
And everybody in the world gonna see this, man. Like that movie ID4, Independence Day, right? Independence Day, they had that one scene where they had the chariot, and then they had all these fighter jets coming to swoop in and do something, and none of the missiles penetrated the barrier or whatever. Or at the end, it ended up a nuclear missile. A drunk Edomite, crazy ass Edomite flew a nuclear missile and put a kamikaze move, and he killed the ships. And everything else just fell. Nah, man, you ain't gonna be able to touch the father ship, and then the other chariots just fall to the earth, and you're gonna be, yeah, we won. You ain't got it, man, because the Lord gave you all them weapons. He wants you to fight. He gave Esau this super technology that y'all don't even know about yet. He gave him the idea to create the atom bomb that put that devil Robert Oppenheimer up to create the atom bomb, which became a nuclear bomb. To do what? To destroy yourselves, man.
Yeah, and then even pilots that have spoken about it, they say that the way the chariots move, that there's no technology right now up to date that can do anything similar to what the chariots do. So you think that you're just gonna throw a nuke and fucking your so-called strongest weapon and the Lord can't fucking deflect it or deactivate it?
Yep.
Hell no, man.
Yep.
The Lord, like the brother mentioned, the Lord gave you all those things, man.
Yep.
So he knows, unlike you Edomites, he knows how to put the atom bag together, man.
Yeah.
So even if you so-called throw a nuclear bomb at the chariots, man, they could in seconds, less than seconds, close the atoms together again, and that fucking missile will just drop to the ground, and that's it, man.
Yep.
Fuck, this is an idiot.
Get out of here, man. So this is Isaiah 34:1. Come near, ye nations, and hear and hearken, O ye people. Let the earth hear and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of Yahweh Shai is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter.
That's right, and then that's what the Lord already planned. And the scriptures say that the Lord's word is not going to go out void, return to him void. So it's already written. So it's your destiny to be destroyed, or your fate to be destroyed is inevitable, man. Yahweh Shai is gonna come. He's gonna destroy your armies and take you Edomites down, man. And he's gonna put you in captivity. But again, before he gets to you Edomites, you're gonna see your kingdom crumble right in front of your eyes, man. By Yahweh Shai and the chariots.
That's right. It says, verse 5, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment.
That's right, and that word Idumea means is it
Idumea is Edom.
Edom. There
Edom.
we go. Yeah,
Or
Edom
Idum. Idum, which Idawanium is Edomites.
Edomites. That's right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you Edomites, man, hey, the Lord's coming, and especially those small hatters that are in the Holy Land, man. Yahushua is gonna pay a special visit to you too, man. It's not just here in Babylon. You Edomites that are over there in the land defiling it, hey, that's the Lord's special land, man. So you got a special judgment going over there too.
Yeah, well, that land gonna be hit with nuclear missiles too,
That's right.
and utterly decimated. But unlike America, that land is gonna be rebuilt by you Edomites and the rest of you nations. And it says the Edomite, Idumean descendants of Esau. So it's coming. It's coming for you. So it ain't just about Esau, old E. No, it's about his descendants. All right, it's about his descendants as well. So it says, and it shall come up for the curse of my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. The sword of the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai is filled with blood, and is made fat with fatness, with the blood of the lamb and goats, and with the fat of kidneys and of rams. For the Lord have a sacrifice in Basra, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea.
So that great judgment is gonna, consist of you Edomites, man.
Yeah. This is Acts chapter 7, verse 7. And a nation to whom they shall be in bondage will I judge, saith the Most High. And after that they come, and after that shall they come forth and serve me in my place. This is when the Lord was speaking about our deliverance from Egypt, but it's coming again from this Egypt. It says, but I will punish the nation that enslaves them. He did that in the ancient Montezarianites, the Egyptians. He's going to do that to you Edomites. The Most High said in the end, they will come out and worship me in this place. So we're going to, just like we did in the ancient world, we're going to come out and we're going to worship him in our land. Okay? And I'll end it off with this. You can close it out with this. But,
I have this one.
Oh, bring it out, bro. Bring it out.
Revelation 1 and 7. You brought that out?
No, I didn't. Let me bring it out.
It's Revelation 1 and 7. It says,
go ahead, bro.
Revelation 1 and 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all the kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so amen. Yeah. So again, he's not gonna come in peace. People believe that the Lord's gonna come in peace, just to offer salvation and forgiveness to everybody. Nah, man, the Lord's coming to destroy Esau, Edom, the wicked, and his kingdom, and those of our people and of the heathens that have taken alliance with Esau, Edom, the devil, man. Yep. So it's gonna be a very bad time. That's why the scriptures say the great and dreadful day of the Lord. Yeah. Does it say the great, happy, and joyful day of the Lord? Right. It says the great, dreadful day of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
That's right. This is Jeremiah 16, verse 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands whither he hath driven them, and I will bring them again into their land that I had gave unto their fathers.
That's right, man. And just how big and great the deliverance was from Egypt, that even unto this day is being spoken of, the Lord is gonna surpass that this time around. And that's why, it's gonna be spoken of for eternity, man. Right. Because that deliverance from this captivity, this final captivity, man, that's gonna be pretty much the last time we ever suffer, the last time we go through hardship. It's gonna be the ending of our suffering and struggle, and it's gonna be the beginning of life, pretty much.
Yeah, that land of the north that he's gonna deliver us from is North America, and all the other places where we scattered at.
That's right.
Hey, so with that, we can give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, and Kakadash. Say double honor to the apostles and bishop elders at Great Millstone for teaching his word, truth, sincerity, for ruling well. And shalom to the elect. Shalom to the elect. On to the next. Shalom.